Black Voided again. Oh man. Welcome everyone. We're here. Do I have a microphone at least? Let me see this. Yep, at least I got a microphone. So let's just reboot the Black Void. There we go. I don't really kick the box, guys. I'm not that horrible to my machines. I treat them well, and that's why they last so long. Alright, so I think it should be back online now. Let's just wake up the cat. Hey, stretch out. Done. We're back. Okay, everyone. Hello to Mushroom Fleet, Full Dive Media, and Apollonia Art. Good evening, peeps. Alright. How is everybody getting on tonight? What is it? A Monday? Can't believe it. March the 3rd, 7:30. We are running late. But don't worry. It's a good. I have a good reason. And it will be revealed in time. That's all I'll say for now. Okay. So what are we doing tonight? We're looking at WAN video. Now, I've been busy. Okay. I've been busy. What I've basically done is I built myself a run pod. And then I rebuilt it. So there's actually a new a new run pod. There's two WANs. There's WAN, which uses the KeyJai stuff, and then there's another WAN that uses the native stuff, but it's not really like that. I put the GJF models on its own instance, because otherwise it gets too big. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to be downloading 50 gigabytes of models in BF16 and also in GJF. So there's two run pods. If you want to use the GGUF, you can. So that's what I've been doing. Let's take a look. So what have we got here? So I've just had this just running, okay? It's just been running all day, 42. So let me see, how much money have we spent? We have spent about $10. So we've spent maybe half a pizza from Pizza Hut, half a large pizza, okay? I'm not sure what the going rate on them is in the States. I'm just doing the exchange rate from what they cost here. So, you know, we're approaching half a meal in terms of cost. But what I've done with this workflow is quite interesting. So what is it? It's Zenkai Prompt v4, okay? And it's running actually a bunch queued. So I did 10 of a particular prompt, okay? And we've taken the actual prompt itself and just, you know, flowed it in there after using the file name as the project name. So there'll be a project, you know, subfolders. Doesn't look like it's moving. Oh no, it is moving. It's like the slowest zoom ever. So I'm just experimenting to see what happens when we just throw captions from, you know, captions from our previous projects. Yeah. And obviously all of the, if I just refresh this one. Let's see, did I already copy that across? This is becoming a bit of a nightmare, as you might imagine, because what happens is I have to download them like this, and then if I go into, no, not there you go, Cyber Society is now a thing. That's what it's doing now. So I've got all of these, so let's just grab those and where's the download button? No. Refresh the page, maybe? There should be a download button here. Download, that'll do. Hey. Alright, cool. So we'll have a look and see what we actually got from that. But the generation time, how long does it take? Well, that'll be the different one. So it'll be this one. So generation time is 491 seconds. We're doing 20 steps in native mode, and we're doing 832 by 480 for 81 seconds. So it's not bad. It's like a widescreen 480p, I guess you could call that. And we're just going off of my prompt lists. We're using the Q8 14 billion text to video for these ones, and that is how I made the video that went out today. So obviously we skipped a little bit today, so the Discord, the link is in the description, and like I said, here's the show reel. This is what I'm doing, is how I made it. I'll show you how I did the effects. Also, we did an overhaul on the workflow pack, so it's completely changed. I don't normally do this because I don't like disrupting things, but because it was so new, I figure I got away with it. If I go over to the WAN video pack, you'll see it's changed, okay? So now we've got the companion, which is like, it's a workflow for doing the, what you call it, the interpolation and the upscaling. And then you can put an effects rack in the middle if you want, you know, or bypass it, up to you. I'll show you. We've got the KeyJai workflows, which work with KeyJai's wrapper, and then we've got the native workflows that work with Comfy UI. Okay, so in here we've got the GJF, text to video, image to video, and then also the, you know, prompt list versions. Some of them are in image, which is why they're doubled up. but they've got the workflow embedded in the image. And then also there's my image prompt to video, which is something else I'm working on. So let me just go and have a look at that, because while we're generating in the cloud, ooh, that's a cool one. That came out pretty good, because you've got to think, we haven't even trained the model yet. So we're just running prompts on LoRa's that we've trained without loading them. What the heck? Hello, Kurt Curtis. Welcome, welcome. Dominic. Dom, welcome. Hey. What's that? If a large pizza costs between 45 and 60, that would be around 9.45 to 12.60. Yeah. I reckon that's about right, Dom. I reckon we've spent about half a cheese pizza on this run pod, and it's been running all day. What I did was I used a 4090 instance, so it's 70 cents per hour. So I think that's pretty efficient, you know what I mean? You spend the first half hour downloading the models into your pod, and then you just leave it running. Just put it on, or just queue them up. Like I've got a queue of 41 videos, and like I said, you do the math, 41 videos when it takes 500. I mean, you know, you're getting on to 10 minutes there. So, you know, it'll stack up, right? You can work that out pretty easy, how long it's going to take. So I'm just going to leave this running, because it's, like I said, it's going through a whole bunch of my test prompts. So I do want to get all of those videos. So I need data. But certainly this is a very nice model, especially considering this is it's still low res. You know, it can generate. There is a 720p version of this model, so it can generate in 720p, but you need more than 24 gigs of memory to run that at the moment. Now, I bet that give it about a week and we'll be able to do it at a serious cost to system RAM. Somebody will figure it out. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get access to full res, because we've got it with LTX. And I think you can get it with Han Yuan if you get tricky with your workflows. Right. It'll just be slow, you know. So this isn't all. What I've done is I've made a new node. And as you can see here, it's doing some crazy stuff. And the reason I'm going for it, this is a much more arty. This is a more arty project over here, right? So what we're doing is we're running Space Ninja Soup, which is a special LoRa I trained for this. It was trained on blood, bone, and paint. So that's what it was. This is what I gave it. Okay. So this is what I gave the model as an image. And I used the prompt. Where's my prompt? Do I not even have my prompt up? Look at it. I'm not even showing what it is. Okay, right, so let's get a little prompt show text, because this one's just on instant, so that means that when it finishes this one, it'll show us. But I've made a new node. So this is Zenkai Image Prompt V1. What it does is you put a data set inside this folder. There's an image prompt folder, and it's image with matching file name text file. Yeah, that's what an image data set is. I'm sure a lot of you know that. And so what this does is it doesn't just load the image. So obviously you pick the folder name of where you put your image and text pairs, and then now when it randomly picks one of them, it's going to give you the caption that you set. So what this does is it gives you the image with its caption. So it's easy for you to just go in and, well, we've got workflows that make caption data sets, right? So you could have 300 images in a folder. You could run the caption workflow on that, generate the text files that have matching file names that describe each image, put them in the same folder, and then copy that into the image prompt folder. And then you're able to load that up. And like I said, there's so many ways of using it. There's so many ways of using it. It's completely nuts. Now, this is an abstract test because there's nothing there. There's nothing there. It's like blood and bone and rags. Okay? Maybe a sword. I think it's trying to make a sword. So yeah, like I say, this is going to be, whatever this is going to be the next one. Yeah. So it's using an IP adapter, kind of. It's like a vision. So that's like IP adapter. So yeah, like I said, so I've been making that one as well. Pretty sure, did I actually? Yeah. We have uploaded all of these now. But yeah, like I said, this is a pretty big deal. It comes after the Zenkai Pose map. So it's a combination of the Pose map and Zenkai V4. Now, there's an advanced feature for this as well. So say you have a data set of 100 men and 100 women, and they're all perfectly captioned. So you can just pull it out, and then you can stick a style LoRa over the top of it, or put it into an IP, whatever you want. But the point is, it's all preset. So you don't waste memory Florencing the same image for the 50th time. Do you know what I mean? It's just a waste of compute. If you've already captioned it, you don't need to do it again. I was sat here going, because I made a Quen workflow, right? I made a Quen workflow with QuenVL, right? And QuenVL is amazing, all right? But the thing is, if you use it on 4-bit mode, even like this, you can't keep it loaded and use a generator like Flux, a big Flux or a video. It takes up too much, and then it ends up partially loading, see? Right? Which then, that's why everything slows down. You see, look what happened. This one's, look, see? A minute ago, we were loaded completely, and everything was fine. It was 25 minutes. 18 minutes, 19 minutes, 18 minutes, 12 minutes. This was actually smaller back then. But the point is 18, 19 minutes. And then as soon as we get loaded partially, time goes up by 25 to 50% straight away. Straight away. So what I'm saying is you can't really have Quen in the workflow because it does take up some of the memory, and then you're like overflowing into system RAM and everything slows down. Worst case scenario, it might take like hours. Okay, so what I thought was, don't do the Quen in here, do the Quen like something like this maybe. So do the Quen like, so you have QuenVL, you go save. Can we actually do the thing, please? There we go. Let's use one of mine. So say I take my save node, and then I take my load image. But instead of load image, we do load batch image, which isn't mine. That's in was nodes, okay? What's it doing? It's already like, look, this node's active in a different page. Ignore that. So, and then what I do is I paste the path for the folder in here. So folder path goes here, okay? And then the index, okay, right now it's just 0. I think actually, no, this actually is controlling seed. So, but what you can do is you can make a primitive. I've showed this before, but if you make a primitive and put it into index, okay, now we can use this in either fixed or increment mode, or random mode as well. That works too. So then this is going to pick a random image. Obviously we don't want to do that. We want to increment to make sure we do the whole folder. But if we increment from 0, whatever folder I put in here, if this is where my images are, when I run this, it's going to describe the image in a single paragraph, right? Like that. Now, obviously, I do run it in 4-bit because I find you can't tell, well, you might be able to tell the difference, but it's such a good quality caption that 4-bit is still good, okay? We don't keep it in memory, although you could actually keep it in memory for this because we're only using it, you know what I mean? We're just dedicating the workflow to just this. So we've got all the power just to batch through this. And like I said, when you save the file, it has to have file.txt at the end. Let's see, so output, New only or append. I tend to do new only. This is how I tend to set mine up. Oh, and there is something else. You see the file name text? What you can do is we can do append. Is it append string? No. Hang on. String concatenate. I know there's like a million ways to do what I'm doing here, right? So let's see. Do we actually need... What's the concatenate? It's a dot. Okay. Dot. Append. Text. Because you have to have dot text at the end. Right? So we'll take the file name text. Put that in prepend. And now if I go show text. I mean I can't because it's currently running. But it basically... There we go. It'll do file name of the image that we just pulled plus dot text, right, into the file. So now it'll save new only. Now the disadvantage of the advantage of doing this way is if you have 100 images that need tagging, you just type 100 and Q, okay, and it'll just go through and do it, okay. And the best thing is that the image file name is going to match the caption name. So all you got to do then is put the text files into the folder or into a copy of the folder, whatever rocks your boat. And that will caption all the images, right? So we've already got workflows for this. I might save this one because it's so simple, actually. We probably don't have one that's this simple, so I think we will save this. But yeah, like I said, in fact, do you know what? Let's get one of these just to sort of underline it, like where did it go? Yeah, so file path. Put that one up top. And then let's see what the caption was as well. Down the bottom. So I hope you can see what I'm trying to get at. You know, it's possible to do, you know, take your images, do the captioning, and then because of the system I've built, you can just put them in a folder and bring them up on command. So if you find that you're doing Florence on the same image a lot, because it's like something you're going to be working with, you know, to transform into various different things, it makes sense to just automate that. Oh yeah, and I never explained the biggest feature, so the blacklist. So again, you've got a data set with 100 images all captioned up and nice, and you just want to work with females, okay? But there's mixed genders, you know what I mean? There's men, there's women, you know what I mean? Maybe there's a bunch of cars as well. Maybe you don't want the cars and you don't want the men, right? So we type man, car, right? And so what's going to happen is it's going to use the seed to find a caption. See, it's not looking for an image. Oh, well, that's wrong. Sorry, I'll be honest. It uses the seed to pick an image at random from the data set, and then it looks at the caption file, and before it gives it to you, it goes, is man and car in the word in the caption? And if it is, it'll go to the next one, basically. It'll basically, well, I don't think it really re-rolls. I think it just goes to the next image in the list. Okay. Because then the seed still works. If you have the same blacklist and the same seed, you'll get the same image. Obviously, if you change the blacklist, you'll get a different image, so it's a bit more dynamic, okay? But conversely, if you didn't want any women in the shots, right? Obviously, you would have had to have, you know, if you used one girl because you've got an ancient data set, you know, so whatever it is that's in the captions, and it's going to dynamically pick a different image. So then, if you're doing a big run of, you know, women in whatever, you can say, oh, well, I don't want men showing up. Do you know what I mean? So it's a way of controlling. This is the advantage of having a tagged set of images in pairs. You're able to filter them without having to do any vision, because you already did it, didn't you? They're tagged, right? So it can just use Python. It doesn't need AI. So then you can save overhead and you can get a bit more out of the actual generation. Because every time you use in Florence or anything like that, you know, it's got to go somewhere. Even if it's not the GPU, it's going into your system RAM. You're just soaking up compute. So, like I said, I'm going to be putting a lot of my... Well, I'm not going to publish them because it would fit, you know what I mean? It would turn my node pack would get too big. But what I will do is I'll make a separate repo with a bunch of data sets with a bunch of stuff in them. And then I'll put a batch file in the future into Zenki, and you can run that if you want it. You know what I mean? So that way it's like optional. So if you run the batch file, it'll download all those images from like Hugging Face or something to a folder, and then they'll appear here. You know what I mean? That's what I'm working on. What a day! What a day! All right, let's jump off the screen. So now we've done talking about all the different things. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, I like this. Oh, yes. It's beautiful in its abstract, all of its abstract glory. So yeah, now I get to show you something cool. So let's just turn this to Q, and then hopefully it just stops. I think it's like lagging hard because I've been putting it through the ringer. Okay, that is cool, but we're not done. Now we're going to do the fun part, which is, this is the companion, okay? Full screen. So thank you all for joining me. Like I said, I like to think there's a little bit of a story when I'm looking at these sorts of things. And if you were all here, you all remember how long it took us to build all of these nodes, and now they come into their own, okay? Now they become useful. I don't know how I did it, but I managed to get them all built just before the video thing exploded. Like, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, so let's take a look at this different folder now, because I want to look at, you know, I've been doing effects on my race cars, right? I can do that all day. Okay, so how about we take a look at those abstract blood swirls together. What I need to do is find out where it put them real quick. Hold up. WAN video? Yeah, it should be in there. Don't tell me I forgot to change the thing. No. So where did it put them? Where did it put them? Where did it put them? Oh! I forgot to put a thing on it. There's no thing on this workflow. So actually everything's just going to like the infinite void of output folder. Alright. Alright. That means I'll just copy them out real quick. The infinite void of my output folder, eh? Whatever we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Machines 12, because Comfy blew up again over the weekend. If you weren't here, you missed it. Okay. So let's see. Output. Yes. And it's going to be in here. That's something else. Aha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... This is classic. I think that's all of them. Yeah, that one's square, so I'll go from the right, okay. Nice, we've actually got quite a few of these. That's a result. I'll change the file name thing and all and update the workflow. I didn't realise that it was scuffed. Okay, so we're going to call this one... Oh, man, it's like Ninja... I gave it a funny name, like Ninja Soup or something. Because it is, if you look at it, it's just blood and bone. There's nothing to it, right? But we're actually working off of the images from a data set, which is like kind of the other way around. I love it. So yeah, if I take this address and then put that in here, okay? And then we're going to set this to 0. Now, like what I like to do, you're going to notice sometimes I put these in and it's like, what's that there for? It's just literally going to show me what it looks like coming out of here. So yes, we've got a reverse toggle. Okay, because often the video comes out backwards. So if the video is backwards, you just turn that on. Now the video is going forwards. Problem solved. So you don't have to worry about that, right? Thank you, Dr. Diffusion and Media Mixer. Oh no, wait, no. Actually, it's KJ Nodes. My bad. Thank you, KJ and KJ Nodes. Right. So we're going to change this over to Ninja Soup. It's actually like quite demonic, but that's okay. Now, if I go right click on this and go Q selected, what that does is let me know, yes, you've got the right one right now. That's all it is. This is just a preview. For some reason, there is no video preview. Okay? For some reason, I don't know. There isn't a video preview in the Comfy Core. Surprising. Maybe they should add one. See, I've been finding as well, guys, lately, if I start complaining about something, like if I really complain about something, it shows up. I don't know if this is like Sod's Law, you know, like, oh, you know what I mean? I'm not sure if that's what it is, but it seems to keep happening. Like, I remember I was complaining about something, like, I was really groaning about it too, and then the next day they fixed it. And it's got nothing to do with me. I just think it's irony. Irony bites back, you know? Interestingly, with Rife, they now have an interpolation state list. I haven't quite figured out how to work with that. What's up with the title, Profi Prompter? Game dev. Yeah, we're going to be doing that in the latter part of the show. We're going to be reverse engineering my Unreal Engine 4 game so that we can generate the missing artwork and finish it. It's going to be a long-term project that I'm restarting. Do you know what I mean? It's like, let me see, how long did we spend on it? I think we spent 6 months on the game total, but to be honest, most of it was built in the first month. And then it was like the art took too long, and this is going back to 2019, so it's pre-generative art. And I was sat here going, all it needs is artwork. Maybe I could finish it. So I might be doing a bit of that later. So I don't know if we're actually going to, but I need to plan. I need to start planning, like, what workflows do I need? What size do the images need to be? Do they actually look good? Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. So yeah, we'll be looking at that probably in about half hour to an hour, roughly, something like that. At the moment, we're just still in WAN. We're still in WAN mode because the WAN image to video is pretty interesting. I'm loving it. And like I said, I'm having a bit of fun with my special effects right now. I will say, if we're going to be doing like spooky stuff, I probably want to change up the effects rack, but we're going to give it a blast, and at least I can show you what this is about. So obviously the first thing it does is it does interpolation, right? So much to learn, says Kurt Curtis. You're not wrong, mate. You're not wrong. Now I will say, Monday we start the week as we mean to go on. So we're kind of more high energy on a Monday than usual. Usually by Sunday night we're extremely chilled out. Everything's like, it'll be fine, But I try to hit the energy Monday, Tuesday, and then we slow down. So don't worry. It seems like a lot, but it's a bit like riding a bicycle. Once you've had some practice and you've been around the block a few times, you kind of forget how difficult it was, and it becomes second nature. It's just like riding a bike, or falling off a log if you prefer. Anyway, because we have to remember that this didn't exist 2 years ago when no one was an expert, When you keep that in mind, it sort of makes it a bit easier, Like imagine Photoshop when it was 2 years old. That would have been a great time to learn it, wouldn't it? That's the way I look at this stuff. Even if Comfy does get replaced, it's worth learning, okay? Even just for your own entertainment, There's so much stuff you can do with it. Right. So let's take a look at the output. Do you know what? That is kind of spooky, don't you think? What do you think, guys? Did I hit the spookiness? Have I hit the right level of spook here? It does look kind of spooky, right? Okay, I'm going to make the next one and see what it looks like. Okay, and like I said, I know I'm going through this one at a time. But if I'm being completely honest, right, this is how I intend you to use this. So 8 items, 0, increment, and then you guessed it, 8 and Q. That's it. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the agreement. Like, okay, look at this. So, in case you've never seen this before, a couple things. My cathode ray node does noise over time. You can change the expression here. I'm using degraded. There is every node I've made has an MD file on the GitHub. So you've already got it. It's in the custom nodes folder. Right next to cathode ray effect.py will be cathode ray.md, and it will tell you everything about it. What all of the numbers mean, what they do, what you can, the ranges you can have, okay? And like I said, if you have this on custom, you can add any math expression to do the noise over time, okay? Halation and bloom, I've got it on both right now, which means it's going to do both halation and bloom. Look it up if you don't know what it is, but I would just say play around with the values. Now, all of them usually come in way too strong, so I dial everything back, sometimes a lot. I don't touch red offset or temporal variation on this one, though, because it does strange things if you mess with the offset. Also, VHS effect V3 is actually not... It's part of the VHS effect, okay? So what that means is that I turn the noise lines off, keep the distortion bands, and it does a little bit of sharpen, and that's how you get these edges. You see these lines and the distortion that runs horizontally? It looks like something's interfering with the signal, like the camera's not working right now because it's radiation or something, So that's what that is. And obviously I've got about 50 different effects like these, which you can use in the same way. And literally all this is load video directory. We already explained how that works. A reverse video with a preview, so you can tell if do I want to reverse the video or not. Rife, which is just part of the interpolation custom nodes, right? Comfy interpolation. This apparently makes it even better, but I haven't had time to look into it. I think you can specify how much interpolation happens per frame. So if you had 10 frames, you could be like 8 frames of interpolation on frame 1, but then frame 2 gets 4 frames of interpolation. I think that's what it is. I'm not sure, okay? I haven't had a chance to play around with it, but that's my understanding. We're going to multiply by 2 with Rife 49, and so that's going to give us... we're going to go from 16 frames per second to 32 frames per second by doubling it. So then I've adjusted the frame rate to 30, okay? So that way it's not still, you know what I mean? It's not slow anymore. We're eating all of the new frames, right? Okay. And then finally, my upscaling interlace node. This is a trick, okay? It's a trick, okay? If you are old enough to remember, before 1080p came out, there was something called 1080i. It was actually 720p, and they used an algorithm of some kind, like a method, like bilinear and nearest neighbor and all this. Here they are, bicubic, right? To cheat. And they made a fake rows. So every other row is fake, okay? So that's how it's done. So you upscale by adding rows, not by doing all that other stuff that we normally do. It has a temporal radius, so it's stealing data from frames that come before it and after it. It has a deinterlace mode that I use Bob. I use advanced bicubic Bob, but sometimes I like basic bilinear weave, which isn't a bad haircut. But I like advanced bicubic Bob. I think that one's pretty good. You can look up exactly what it does. You have the blend factor, which I never touch. You have the scale factor, which in fact goes up to 4. And it's not bad. It's not going to be like, it's not going to be sharp like the best upscalers around, okay? It's going to be a bit blurry. But what it isn't going to be is it's not going to look like crappy upscale. Like, I know, look, sometimes when we do our GAN stuff, and look, I did experiment as well, guys. Okay, if I type in my interlaced, I've actually made a V3, okay, which does allow you to plug in an upscale model. So if you really, really want to, you can use this with this. But if I'm being honest, it was kind of slow. And I think the reason is because this is such a cheat. It's literally like, it's like a little bit better than doing bicubic. You know what I mean? You could just do upscale. But anyway, like I said, we made it. It was fun and it works. So I don't even know. Right. Okay. So I think I've explained that. So yeah, you end up with a cool video. I probably should have just zoomed in on this. Look at it. It looks like PS1 graphics from some cutscene. Doesn't it look like some PS1 graphics cutscene? I think it does. It looks like we just beat the boss, guys. I love it. It's looking amazing. I was hoping it would come out like this. It sort of looks a bit like a heat haze distortion, but a little bit more degraded. It's come out real good, especially when you think like the actual video itself isn't very good. Like the actual video is a bit, well, no, it's not bad, but you can see the pixelation and the distortion. Look, you can see all of the, yeah, the hallmarks of a bad generation. This spotty texture, right? You can see it there, yeah. And I guarantee that when this video comes out, you'll be like, oh, because we're taking advantage of the noise. Here we go. Ah, dude, look at that. You can't even tell that it look, it was actually a bad generation down here. It had weird textures on it and stuff. And look, it's fixed. Because we've like re-noised it and put an aesthetic on it now. Yeah? So good. Okay, so let's answer that question. So, Kurt Curtis, because of you, I've started about a month ago, sold my 3070, got a 3090 since 2 weeks. You're my teacher. Good decision. You will not regret it. Lee Poznowski, are you using the official prompt guidelines from WAN, starting to use them, and the adherence seems around 15 to 20% better? I haven't got that far yet, Lee. My plan is to write a prompt agent tonight before we go into the game dev stuff. So, because these are just running, you know what I mean? What we've got here, they're just running. Oh my God, it looks so good. Dude, if I wanted to make this in 3D, it would look worse. If I, you know what I mean? If I wanted to render this in 3D with all of this complexity, all these swirls of paint and stuff all flying around, it would look fake and horrible. This kind of almost looks like peering into another dimension. And that's what I'm all about. I don't care how many hands you've got. Give me more. I want more hands, please. It's interesting. Do you know what I mean? If I saw a person walking down the street with 6 arms, I'd be like, that's remarkable. Don't see that every day. So I'm not too bothered about it, really. I mean, yeah, I would like to control it. You know what I mean? I would like to say, I want this. What I don't want to see is everything turning into, you know, a hot girl, which is that's the danger. If the danger of curating for photorealism is that everything turns into an Instagram model. Do you know what I mean? Suddenly, no matter what you prompt, you know, you get the same thing. And that's what I don't want. I want a wide scope. You know what I mean? I want to be able to get at lots of different things. This is why I like training my own LoRa's so much, because often it is the only way to get those aesthetics that you actually want. Yeah, give me more hands, no problems. You ever seen Vishnu? She had the right idea. 6 arms. I think it might be 8 actually. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not up on my Hindu mythology, but I believe they're the ones with the multi-armed gods, right? I think that's right. I might be wrong. Maybe they're not gods. Don't quote me, okay? It's just trivia. Okay. That looks amazing. Okay, so now I'm going to give you... This is my next thing. This is something that really annoyed me. Okay? So I'm going to give you the lowdown so you don't run into this. Don't even try it. Don't even try it. Because I've been at this a couple times now and it doesn't work. Okay? Right, check this out. So right here we have a WAN video composer, which isn't coming out. If I did give it out, I gave it out with a warning saying don't do this. Okay? Now, when I first ran it, I obviously had everything on. And this, so 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. So each one of these is 5 seconds. And it's building a 1 minute long video. 1 minute, 60 seconds, okay? And this is a bad showing. I really, really hope that... Hey, maybe this is my part where I complain about something and then it gets patched tomorrow. Because then it's like I'm wrong. See, I want to be wrong. Right? I want to be wrong, okay? But the weakest part of Comfy right now is video handling, which is funny because right now the biggest thing everyone wants to use Comfy for is video generation. And Comfy is actually blessed by the fact that you can't generate more than 5 to 10 seconds in one go. But that's actually a good thing because it can't handle it anyway, right? I'm not going to run this. When I ran this one, it just crashed. It just crashed, okay? It literally gave me an oom. Okay, I got an and there's no GPU here, so that means it ran out of 64 gigs of memory RAM. From like, I'm like, how do you use 64 gigabytes of memory from 60 seconds of video? That's insane, guys. So it's not optimized for long form video. I would be very careful. I just use anything else to combine the clips, okay? Because if you try to combine too many clips, your CPU maxes out, everything locks up, full lockup. I was talking to people about this and they've seen blue screens from it, so I was like, just don't do it, okay? I wanted to release this because I wanted to be like, oh cool, music goes along the top, put the clips together in 1 minute video. It can't handle it. I chopped it down to 30 seconds, still can't handle it, right? Still can't handle it. And all of these ones, they're all muted, so it's literally load video, load video, load. So we've got 30 seconds of video. It gets to about 20, 25 seconds, and then it craps out. Now, if you have a very new CPU or a very new motherboard, you might be able to do more, because that's what this is. It's a CPU bottleneck issue. And when you look at how programs like Adobe Premiere or Sony Vegas or whatever image editor, they've worked this out. Do you know what I mean? It's not like impossible. I think it's purely that a throwback that Comfy was made for images. You get me? And now we want to do video, and that's like thousands of images, and it gets a bit crazy, right? And the problem got nothing to do with your GPU. It's all about purely handling the data, and it bottlenecks and crashes out. Right. So then, perfect VJ stuff. Yeah, oh man, this is so good. So yeah, like I say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I mean. That's the generation. Where's the effects gone? Where's it gone? Seriously. Okay, yeah, there we go. There they are. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw this into a timeline, and I'll show you what I mean real quick. Won't take long. So Emily Lamb says, I asked GPT to write Python to clip together the videos and have interpolation. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah, brilliant. I gave up trying to do longer videos. It's so much quicker with Python scripts. Exactly. Well done, Emily. Good job. Honestly, that's great. That's brilliant initiative. This is the sort of thing you've got to do, guys. You've got to start, you know, get the AI to write you a script. Don't ask the AI to do it every time. Get it to write you a tool, and then you can use the tool without paying. That's what I like. All right. So we'll go into the LTXV folder. And then we will grab the video. Where's the video? Yeah, here's the video. Ninja Soup. Ah, that's not the processed stuff though, so we'll just do a duplicate. See, that's the originals. Yes. So, have we got another one yet? 13, 14. Yeah, we got another one. 14. Output Ninja Soup. Yeah. So I put that one there. Oh, already got it. Okay. Did I stop it? Yeah, I did. I stopped the local one. I remember now. So here is the edit that we did earlier. I added a couple more clips to the full video that weren't in the short version. But just delete this. It doesn't matter. And then we're going to go with our new tab and we're going to find the effects rack. So, I forgot to put the thing on it, didn't I? Yeah. But wait a minute. No. It doesn't matter. I already had... Yeah, hang on. Did I actually forget to put the thing on it again? No, I put it in WAN video post. Yeah. WAN video, no. WAN video, no. What? WAN dash video. Ninja Soup post. Hey, there we go. We found it. Right, cool. So these are the ones I want. Let's see if it'll let me do it, because this is a big project. Okay, cool. It allowed me to get away with it. This is a mess, right? There's a clip mismatch. Keep existing. Oh, wait. 100%. 10%. Wait. What? Huh? Hang on. Something's... Hang on. Delete. Let's do it again, but this time we will change it. I don't see the difference here. Hang on. Let's just find out what's going on here. It's fine. I don't know what he's complaining about. It's fine. Weird. Right. Thing is, that's actually not good juju, guys. Okay, so I got it. Right, so delete that. Right, Thora Kling is 19... Come on, show me the stuff. Show me the stuff. Where is the stuff? Where's the information? I have to click it here. Media file properties. That's what I was looking for. So 1920 by 1080, right? And then this one is 1920 by 1080. Okay, cool. So it's perfect. It's perfect. Okay, I was just checking. I drive myself crazy with checking stuff like that. So we've got 25 clips, and the first of them are small. I bet they're like, yeah. It looks like the same clip. Maybe I made it twice by accident. Wow, that's like fire. Okay, pull that back. And we've got like a minute, yeah? So I might have to shut the music off while I do this, because otherwise it will get really confusing. Question is, which tune? Which tune do we use, guys? I'll just... It's a good point right here. Ready? Right there. Okay, so let's just see what we got. I would like something that makes sense for what we're doing. I mean, you could use rock, but I already did new metal for one of them, so... I wonder if I've got a spooky... Have I got a spooky one? I might have a spooky one. This might not actually be what you think it is. Oh, this is jungle. So that's not the one. That's not the one. Mongol and Captain Ahab might be good. But what about these new ones I just brought out? See, I just brought out Vector. I could use training, maybe. It's a bit too video gamey. I need spooky. It's kind of spooky. It's not really spooky, but it kind of fits better. No. What about Kagan? There might be one in here. Nope. Well, that is actually a little bit spooky, but it's too slow. That's way too drum and bassy. That's way too uplifting. It might have been. Nah, it's not spooky at all. It's kind of spooky. Nah, I think I need to go like way back to find something spooky. What about... Where is it? Oh, man. Yeah, 20-something? Nah, it's too gangster. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do? It's like I know where the... Sleepy. Yeah, there's... Too uplifting. Too bouncy. That's kind of spooky. Could we do that for the first minute, or maybe start 1 minute in? And start right there. Okay. I got a plan. Who knows if it's a good plan? We'll find out. So, diddly-dee. What I need to do is go to my documents, because image line is there, and I can go FL Studio templates. No, projects templates. Lazy Master. Okay, and then we find Sleepy, and then we find the 4 AM mountain line. No, not that one. The Toog Ghost. Tooge. And it was about 53, something like that. Wait, what? Did I just pick the wrong one? Am I... What? That's a completely different tune. It's Mountain Line I want. Alright. I think I got distracted because I was looking for Spooky and the song had the word ghost in it. And I was like, oh, it must be that one. No, Oh yeah, and just to give you an example, like, wait a minute, those are cars. Totally fits though. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Sweet. There we go. All right. Wrong one. Okay, cool. That was fun. Spooky. All right. Bloop. And we're back. Electrolab says somehow Cuffy fills up a buffer instead of writing to disk. Yeah, I think that's partially what it is. It might be that you're right, Electrolab. It might be that we might be able to write a new node that actually writes it to disk, and then it won't, you know, it won't crash out basically. But yeah, let's get rid of this. Now, I remember there was something else I wanted to show you guys before we were going to jump into the game dev stuff, and I think it was, that's now, and I've forgotten what it was. Oh man, what was it? I forgot to write it down. It's not like me. It was something to do with coding. I think we were going to do something with coding. What were we going to do? Let's get rid of this out of the way. What was it, guys? Remind me. I've forgotten. Perplexity says video editing software is utilizing multi-threading and GPU acceleration. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But this is the thing, dude. My Scout tool has multi-threading. My Shuffle Video Studio has GPU acceleration. Okay? I'm not as good as the guys behind Comfy. That's all I'm saying. So maybe we get multi-threading for Comfy one day. I don't know. Look, maybe it has it. I don't even know what you know what I mean? I don't even know. I don't even know. I would be surprised if this doesn't have it. But I've never looked, so I can't tell you. Okay. So this workflow and all the other workflows that we've looked at tonight, they're all on DJZ workflows. And what we're going to do now before we move on is finish that workflow. So, sorry, the upload to Civet. Okay. 59 megabytes now, guys. That's where we're at. 59 megabytes. God dang. 59 megabytes of JSON files. It's going to take a minute to unzip it. I only want one folder. This is why you get clone, by the way. Right, so what I do is, the reason I've downloaded it is literally so that I can just zip this up and call it V1, V2 even. Okay, because that's going on Civet. Civet never got the update yesterday because they were down. Are they still up? Okay, they're still up. I didn't want to like start doing it and then have it crash out on me again. Okay, Well. Can I tag it yet? No. Yeah, perplexity is correct. Okay. So now I just need to give it some video, right? We could cheat. But I don't think it would be very fair to give people a bunch of, like... Do you know what I mean? I don't think it would be fair to give them, you know, the files that... How do I put this? It would look really good if I gave it my finished ones, but it would not reflect what... Do you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't reflect what the model can do, so I'm not doing that. I think I put them in a different folder because, yeah, they came from one run pod. There we go. So I'll put these in and I'll include almost, because there's only 20. You can only have 20. And some of them actually go backwards because I fixed that as in the post. And some of them didn't make the cut. Because that is how that be. I think we'll take this one for the front. So how many far is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I want 6. And I want 3. 6 and 3. Okay. So 6 and oh shite. That wasn't 6, was it? That was... Oh wait, no, that is 6 back. 6 back. Yeah, so this is 3 back. Did we get it right? Yeah. There we go. Sick. That's what I want to see. Oh yeah, that's a point. So then we have the you know, the video that we made earlier, all processed and everything. It's all got the special effects, give it that retro look. So yeah, we want to add that too. So let's just buff these, shall we? Buff it up. Oi, I wasn't done. I wasn't finished. Screw it, I'm not waiting. It's probably just open here anyway. Yeah, it is. Edit. Okay. So can I type in here, please? Thank you. Instructions, show reel, how to do it. Good. Bubbly boop. Okay. And then we'll say basic, yeah, V1 contents. Okay, so I want to say pack has been reorganized. That's not how you spell. Reorganized? Reorganized? Is that like a type of sauce? Pack has been reorganised. I still can't spell because it wants me to do it with a bloody Z. We don't use Zs in England, guys. Okay, that's going to throw me every time. We don't use Zs like that. Okay, Pack has been reorganised into /Kijai for use with Kijai's wrapper. And /native, which is wait a minute, I'll just say for use, yeah, for use with native comfy UI workflows. Okay, I'll say I'll put that in afterwards. Note, native comfy UI requires the _scaled clip version. Native. Natis. Can't spell fish tonight. Autocorrect for the win. Native workflows. Note. Native comfy requires the thing. Alright, so we put the video in. Cool. Now we're going to be even more helpful. How could we even be more helpfuler? Well, these are Kijai nodes, right? Did I just... Yeah, I did. What? Get out of here. Whoa! Okay. Whatever, man. Right. And this one would be... Native... What? It's like I'm a giant. And I just always hit the other keys. So we got T2V, I2V, and then we had I think it was like I2V auto, T2V, and we got T2V Zenkai prompt. I2V auto is QuenVL, I think, and then there's also I2V Zenkai image prompt. Yeah. If there's and then also there's the WAN companion workflow. And that one is the interpolation /effects /upscale. Okay, so I've just got to grab all those. I've got to get the right type of line break, guys. Or whatever. Okay, I think that's correct. Okay, so I'm just going to save that. And then refresh the page. Because one thing Civit does, if you're editing articles, if you save your article and then go into edit again without refreshing, when you save, it's the old version of it. And so if you hit edit, you edit the old version again, and the stuff you just did is gone. So gotta be careful. Gotta be careful with sneaky. Okay. Right, now, where's that folder at? There it is. Okay, so this is the last one. Why is it put the thing, cursor is here? Did it say you can't do it? Did it just say I can't do it? Did it just pop up and say I can't upload pictures right now? Weird. Whoa! Oh, it put it in the wrong freaking place. That's annoying. It's annoying as shit. Okay, I think I fixed it though, right? So, native comfy workflows. It looks like I don't actually have them all in image form, so I'll just put the ones up that I do have. So T2V Senkai. Stop moving the bleeding cursor, idiot. It's like you drag the image into a spot. I don't want it to go somewhere else. That'd be stupid, wouldn't it? Okay, TTV and ITV in pack with these also. What's the next one? Image prompt to, yeah. And get rid of the rest of them. Oi! Ah! Oh, I got scammed again. Stop scamming me. Goes here, and you've got to keep the cursor there or it like puts it somewhere else. The AI is taking over. Okay. That'll do. Now, there's no way it'll let me. But I'm going to try it anyway. Because I am trying to be helpful here. Ah, yes. That's good. That is good. Where's the thing? Where is the thing? Where is the thing? There it is. Yeah. Internet Complaint Department is loving the tunes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's see. This is Encoder, which is a new track that came out yesterday on my album. Trying to pull the album up. Where is it? Vector. Yeah, so that was Encoder, which is track 3 from Vector, and that came out like yesterday. But thank you. Okay. What are next? Look at these videos, man. They came out so good. Like I said, they came out so good. I was so surprised at how good these came out. Because this is just text to video. Nothing trained. What the heck? What? Oh, okay. It's dark. It's dark. Hang on. What's it got tagged with? Adult products. Well, I guess it is an adult product, but it's not like what he thought. No. Stupid. Well, it is what it is, you know. You got to have something. It's going to make mistakes. We got any more false flags? No. It's good. It's good. Right. So where were we? Don't forget to like the stream. If you don't like the stream, we don't exist. Automated age rating. Yeah. It's good times. Right, let's see how RunPod's coming on. He's definitely got himself stuck in a world of gas masks. Looks like there's a fire behind the camera. Okay, well, I'm just going to let this cook, you know what I mean? It's just cooking down, like, I think I made 80 or 90 images and videos and a great big queue spanning a whole bunch of different prompt lists. So there's like 3 more prompt lists to go after the next 3 images or videos. So like I said, I'm just going to let it cook. It's in the cloud, so I'll probably turn it off like tonight if it finishes. It's actually quite efficient. I put $30 on here and I've used $8. Okay, and it's been running all day pretty much. Let's see if I go back to here. Look, we've got 3 folders. One of them has got loads in. Look, 8 hours ago I made this one. So you know what I mean, I'm just letting it. Like I said, I got to get the data, otherwise how can I make a judgment, you know what I mean? But the idea is every time it finishes a folder, I'll download the whole folder. Download. May as well just do it now. I'd rather have multiple copies than potentially losing them. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can delete duplicates easy. But if this goes down and I didn't have that folder, that's like, well, you can see it's 2 hours worth. So that's 77 cents. It's only a couple of, it's like $1.50, you know, for the last 2 hours, but that's just that folder. Obviously we go back to Tokyo Racer and there's 21 videos in there, but this is the one that I made the video today with. So literally 8 hours ago was when the idea began, and the video's up online same day with a song that I made today as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's sort of like you could have idea, make video, make music, cut together, even do special effects and upscaling all in a day. And obviously I went and had lunch and did a whole bunch of stuff today. I haven't just been sat here doing this because I've been setting cues, and then it's working while I'm working, right? Set cues. What the heck? Oh wow, a Chinese dragon. And there's a clock on the... What is this? I'm going to get flagged again. Right. So, let's take a look at the local side of things. I think we're not doing anything with the local side of things now. I did want to put that other video up though, so let's have a look and see if we can find that. V for victory. Where is it? JCam. Now, was it in here? I think it was. Oh my god. I need to empty this out as well. Spooky. It's only 42 meg. Uh-oh. Coffee time. It's coffee time. Is that thing on a loop? It better be. Yep, it's on a loop. It's not bad. Not at all. Right. Enough of that. Derp. Looks better when it's smaller anyway. I bet there's more we can do with this as well, because we could add like RGB split, we could do proper VHS effect. There's all kinds of other things that can be done. It's really interesting, and we've only done like a couple of generations as well. That data set's massive. So what I was thinking was, if you drive these stock videos with audio reactive on speed and smooth, there you go. Now it's VDJ or DJ or whatever you want to call it. Could put a bit of shake on it, add some jitter, you know. Add some jitter. Maybe hit it with the depth noise. That'd be funny. Oh, hello. I broke ChatGPT last night, says Internet Complaint Department. I had to trick it into copying my script verbatim, and then recorded the audio portion with a cassette tape deck. Ha! The cassette tape is back. And then nightmare stuff. Yes. We were trying to do some spooky. Electrolab says neat. I remember recording PC audio to cassettes. I think it was like 22,000 hertz. Crazy. Emily Lamb says, would look good with depth flow zooming effects triggered with audio reactive nodes. Yep. I was actually thinking about the, what's it called? Pixel sorting data moshing techniques, but I've been trying not to do that lately because I love it too much. And if I'm not careful, everything will be data moshed and data, you know what I mean? everything will be glitched out. Okay. But yeah, analog electro. I will say this. I've had really nice car stereos. I've had really nice sound systems in cars, right? And if I'm being honest, optical sounds best. All this MP4 stuff, not MP4, MP3, I didn't realize it, but so many MP3s are like crushed to death. There's like nothing there, you know? And you don't notice it until you hear the full signal again. You know, the compression kills the sound. Like, you can't feel the beat, even if you crank it, because the frequencies are gone. It's really weird. And like I said, yeah, cassette. I do actually have the mini disc again, which is pretty cool. It's like the, you know, it's not analog, but it's not compressed. It sounds good, basically. I don't know. I used to be really into all that stuff, but I don't know. It's kind of like sucked lately. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, you'll get what you're given, and you'll stream it if you've got internet. So, what are we going to do with spooky? How long is it? It's like just a little bit too long to be a short. But I mean, it's just a bit of fun, right? I'm going to throw it up on the channel. People are going to be like, why the hell does he keep uploading these tiny videos that aren't, you know? Because I am. Because I am. Because I am and I do. Alright. Let's go with that. So... what do we call this one? This one would be the... This one. Are we going to let me name it? Spooky. No. We're going to say March 2025 WAN video I2V. Oh my god, did I call it text to video? I'm such an idiot, man. image to video. Okay. And then just copy all the same stuff. Pop. Oh, it's not that one though. It's not pop lock. Boop, 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 boop. So I put that there. And which tune did I use in the end? I've even forgotten. Oh yeah, it's midnight. 3 AM, Mountain Line even. Yes. So where is that then? 4 AM Mountain Line, I've already got it. Come on, there it is. So can I get a link to just that? Yeah. What? Where's the song? Okay, I guess I just type it in. Music by... Okay, and then what was it? 3 AM Mountain. 3 AM Mountain Line, where I would rather be. 4 AM Mountain Line's even better. Even better. Okay. Yes. Next. No. Yes. It make me fill out a questionnaire, you see, guys. Go do a questionnaire. Right. There's so many things you have to do. Playlists, DJ Z nodes, comfy thing and thing. It's all of them. It's all of the things. And then what's this one then? Nope. It's not altered. It's not a real event or place. It's no. I mean, I guess showcase, WAN, video, WAN, big WAN, etc. Image to video. Oh yeah, that's a point. No, it's alright. Cool. What the heck? Oh yeah, it's all, I've already done it. I've already done it. There we go. Lossless still loses, unfortunately. Cassette, CD, even vinyls are better. Yeah, it's true, but it has optical line out, which is better than a jack. There's not many things you can get that have optical support, and they still use optical. Yeah, we need to like not do the phone right now. Thank you. Okay. All right, quality. That's what I like. Quality. Yeah. I like how that came out. It's got a nice glow to it once it's been like noised and all the rest of it. Ha! That's like a proto-assassin carb as well. It's kind of strange to see. I think it's the ink strokes animated on a solid colour background. And like this actually looks like some warrior with smoke behind him. It's actually crazy how it's like, it's actually creating really good. Like even this looks like some kind of like start game, Square Enix. You know what I mean? That's what it looks like to me. It's just repeating now. I think I doubled it up. Okay. So we've released the hounds. The companion is up. It's all in the gut. So if I show you right now up on my GitHub, there's DJZ workflows and there's DJZ notes. You know what to do. If we go into the actual WAN video, you can just select a file and then you can just download it. If you want to do that, you can do that. You can just pick out what you want. But yeah, I've been doing more with the native stuff lately because generally we already spent loads of time with Kijai's nodes and his workflows, and they are capable of doing some stuff that the native stuff still can't. I will point that out. We don't need that. It was just filler to create the directory. Some scatterbrains sometimes, even me. So yeah, we've got image to video, text to video. We've got text to video with Zenkai. That's what's currently running here. See, we've got Zenkai prompt list. Oh, that came out all right, didn't it? See, the post-processing effects that I was talking about, what they do is they normalize a lot of the strangeness. So this is quite stable, but it's also quite pixelated. Okay, so what you're doing is you're effectively adding more frames to smooth the animation and then stylizing the images, all of the frames, before the upscale. So then when the upscale gets done, it's even more interesting. I actually kind of like that. It's kind of crazy. The gun is actually straight. See, for years the guns were like bent or crooked or not have a trigger, or, you know. It's actually pretty impressive. I like how it interpreted the colourful background as just smoke. Let's see. Type B or higher, assuming they use the proper recording stuff. And then I'm wondering how hard it would be to build out a cassette player with an optical out. I know you're right about that. I used to do AV installs for 3 years. Yeah, to be fair, I don't know, because I bet Sony makes something that you know what I mean? Like, when you dig around, Sony makes some crazy stuff. They make some crazy stuff, Sony. You're like, what do they make? What's this? And you're like, oh, it's for like one camera. What's this? Once we carved phono tracks onto old CDs. You did what? You carved phono. What? You did what? Optical audio using lasers and tiny PV cells. He's finding old solar calculators. I'm just drinking my coffee. Right, now I remember there was something we were supposed to do before we moved into the game dev stuff, and I can't remember what it was. There was something we were supposed to do, and I'm sure it was something to do with Klein. I've forgotten what it was now. I'm going to scroll back in the comments. We were going to code something. Yeah, true. Electrolab trying to remind me, but he can't remember either. No one can remember. Don't worry about it. What I'll do is I'll watch the stream back at some point and be like, oh, that's what I was going to do. It's probably really important as well, but I've forgotten it completely. It's just gone. So we are on time management. So I think what I'm going to have to do is just cry into, yeah. Whoa. Okay. A dude in a gas mask with a tank. I wonder why it keeps making dudes in gas masks. Like, which prompt list is that? I don't know. Well, it's got 10 more, apparently. I think, is it loading a different one now? Doesn't actually tell me. So I think that might be... This might be the last prompt from whatever prompt list it was using. I wonder what this one was. It can't be Cyber Society. I mean, it says here that it's going to be making a low-angle tracking shot of a modified Nissan 240 RS slides through a heritage tube section at night, its wheels sending moisture off moss-covered walls. It's a really good prompt, actually. Cinematic Japanese street racing aesthetic. Paper lanterns glow below, so you've seen this video. Classic rally white paint, smoke wisps, paper lantern festivals glow in villages below. I bet this looks, well, I don't know what it's going to look like, you know? We'll find out. But yeah, it's time. It's time. So let's just get rid of some of that. What's this? Oh my God, look at this. It's a browser entirely filled with just workflow. Go. Okay, so we're going to shut Comfy down for now. And shut Klein down. I don't know why Spotify's open. Probably because I could show something to you guys. Alright. So, how do we get into this? Well, we go into the old Unreal. It's all in the Epic launcher, so I gotta open that. It's not open. Classic. Oh, it appears. We go to no. Yeah. See, I got a library and a library, so I confused myself there. Right, let us open it. Uh-oh. No. I don't want it to update right now. You know what I mean? I don't want to, you know. Yeah, anyway. AI-powered video games, procedurals on crack, fully interactive NPCs, your AI. Yeah, this is your internet complaint department's raising an interesting thing here. So it's kind of going to be, I think, within a few years, people will think it's actually lazy if the AI in a video game isn't crazy. Like, we're at the point where you should be able... We're at the point where you should actually be able to... How do I say this? We're at the point where you should be able to have fully automated players. Like, you know, this whole idea of like an NPC. There shouldn't be such thing as an NPC. There should be like AI-powered players that coexist in the world. So then all single players have a multiplayer component, because there are, you know what I mean? There are like players that are actually driven by AI or something. So it's like a level above NPC, do you know what I mean? I was talking about behavior trees the other day. Like, if we got Claude to design a behavior tree for an AI, it would have so many things to it that... So it's like AI designed games are going to become... They're going to arrive before, you know, full AI generated games. You see what I mean? Anyway, let's just see what happens, because we're on the main menu right now. I just want to see if it'll actually even run yet, or if it needs like 3 days to compile itself, or if it's just completely broken. Huh. It should. Ah. It's crashing out. Yeah, it's crashing out already. It's a good sign. That's what I like to see. Oh, wait. Something happened and then it got stuck. So let me just do it. New editor window. In a world where everyone is on a 50-degree angle. Okay, so let's just check that it's working still, right? I'm going to go for classic because we actually removed controller play. I'm going to start with nothing and nothing. My name is Surf. I'm going to say yes to the tutorial. Today is Monday, apparently. My age is 24. Where the hell am I? Uh-oh, we never built... Yeah, it's compiling the shaders. Okay. Mead drank. Okay, so I can use potions. Oh, I'm in a building right now. What? Wait a minute. Oh, this is the tutorial. I forgot. It's telling me how to play the game. Okay. Oh, cool. He's told me everything he knows. What? I see. So we've got interact and then we've got aim and... Right. Ah, nice. I can dash. Oh. It's a bit sketchy. Oh. Resizing wasn't a good look. Look at that. It's broken out of the menu. Oh, man. Okay, so he's going to tell me all about how the combat system works. Oh, another wise old man. Carry limit. Okay, so I can heal myself. Heal thyself. Oh my god, this guy doesn't leave me alone. I should make this level bigger. I suppose it is just a tutorial. Yes, tell me all about weapons. Middle mouse wheel or F to change them. And then this is how they work. Yes. So we made this in 2019. Press F or use the middle mouse. No, I'm good. Oh, we got an enemy. Oh. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Oh. Can I go fishing? How do you get the fishing? How do you fish? I know, look, there's a fish has appeared in the bottom right corner. So I know I can fish. I know I can fish somehow. Can I open these barrels, maybe? Oh, crap. What? Why am I always firing over that side? That's weird. He's always... Okay, so there's potentially a bug there. He's always swinging backwards. I could have sworn I can break these open. Hang on. Aha! You punch him. I figured it out. Right, anyway. Can't even remember how to play your own game. Yeah, it's been like 5 years. Can we go in here? Yeah, we can. Ooh. What's this? Oh, it's teaching me how to use the shop. So all of this stuff could be redone, you know, like new UI, new menu, new buttons, you know what I mean? All that stuff could be redone. The textures could be redone, because look, they don't even match. You go inside, look, you've got like a really cool inside texture. You go outside and, do you know what I mean? We've got different texture. Thing is, all of these textures were made by hand. There's nothing stock in here. It's all done by hand. So he's like teaching you how to use interactables. Press E to talk and trade. Cool. Cool, I already know. And then we've got... Ooh. Is this the bow? Yeah, bow. So, the thing is, you got to get the arrows back. Oh, crap. Can I kill this guy? No. Oh, wait a minute. I think I can level up. Oh, shit, it was killing me. Oh, I'm using up my stamina. I think that's not actually... There's a training dummy in the town. I'm just getting... No, it's alright. I don't care. Just let's go to the village. He needs to have a walk up animation. He's always walking sideways. You can escape at any time. Just press escape or P. And then escape. Begin the adventure. Alright. So, like I said, we put this together. I think it took about a week to make the first prototype. And then we just kind of worked on it in our spare time for 6 months. Oh, right. I have to actually walk to the village. Right then, boys. Let's go. Oh, what's that? Oh, crap. Oh, my God. I need to get out of here. But they're dropping gold. Oh, no. I can't move. Press escape. Okay. That would be the point where I'd teleport to the town. All right? I don't know what happened. I think I tabbed out by accident or something. Right. So this obviously is like the loading screen. So we don't want to be looking at that. We want to be looking at like the village, I expect. So the world is procedural, tile-based. But the actual village that you go to, there should be a folder called Maps. Why can't I find it? Ah, it's because it's just here, is it? Is it just here? Virtual door? No. See, this is the part where I've got to, like, find out where I hid everything. Haha, sound familiar? Nope. House blueprint. Nope. Character. Nope. Ah, here we go. Right. Town main 21. Ah, okay. So let's have a look at the first one. I guess 21 was something we did in 2021. Okay, so this is the main village. So you got an old man that you talk to. You have a house that you sleep in, has a stash. Obviously, you saw the roof comes off. Oh, that's a blacksmith. So where's my house at? If that's a blacksmith, where's my house? What? So there's blacksmith. Could have sworn that was my house. Shows how much I know. Okay, so that's the fishing place. See, I was thinking about this. I should have made this like third. I shouldn't have. Do you know what I mean? Everything's made to be like this, right? But the reality is that if you come down to first person, everything's on a 50-degree angle. That was like the whole joke. But if you actually go in the huts and that, you can't because there's bloody no lighting in there, right? Because like I said, when you walk near it, the roof disappears. But it's actually a 3D world. And like I said, you go to the church to upgrade your character. Everybody looks like you, pretty much. But then you could buy... There was ways to unlock different looks at the armory and stuff like that. We did a load of stuff with this thing, yeah. It's just got derpy 3D terrain in the distance. You could never really see it anyway. It's funny. We made that. You know what I mean? So it's got like, if you're in first person, it's got something, you know? But then when you're in this mode, you can never actually see it. It's impossible to ever see it. It's funny. Okay. And then, yeah, you level up your character, you get like super strong and all that business. Right. Upgrades. So let's just have a look at the village real quick. And then what I'll do is I'll show you the materials, because that's the bit that we're interested in, is the materials at the moment anyway. Right, so if I start moving around here, look, if I go in here, we've got an alchemist, he talks to you when you go in there, you know. If If you walk past people, they say hello. Stuff like that. Armory. You know what I mean? It's just like all the basics. You can repair your armor. And buy arrows from the Fletcher. You know. But the textures don't fit. You know what I mean? Like. So anyway. And if I remember right. Yeah. So hang on a minute. There's a town main 21. So what's the difference? Ooh, what the hell? Ah, yeah, we were working on new buildings that never got finished. We were working on... Because this is the thing. We had this idea to make these new buildings, but we were going to change the layout. So the village would no longer have this layout, and you would just walk into the village, and you couldn't go backwards and forwards and all that, you know? But the detail on the pixel art was so nice. You got to think this was handmade. So he had to actually click every single pixel, okay? He had to actually click every single one, and look at it. The art on it's real nice. Oh, man. And this one was even crazier. I mean, the dithering on the roof was so cool. It's like, because when you go up to it, you can't... Anyway. And there are actually 2 layers to this, so if it was nighttime, it would light up and stuff. There's like lights behind the layers and things. It's quite cool. We came up with this on our own. We didn't drop it in or anything like that. Right there. So I don't think this one ever got done. So what I'll probably do is I'll just work from town main. Right. May as well show you the procedural stuff. So, do voices with TTS. Okay, hang on. Well, I can do. We've got Kokoro now. Kokoro? Kokoro? Drink that coffee. Oh, look at that. Cancel your AI subscription. WAN image to video is here. To right. So now if I remember right, if I press P... No. Okay, so I think the way that this game works is you stock up, you level up your progression, whatever, and then you come here. I think it's one. The bounties board, right? So I have to eliminate 100 enemies and I'll get paid a bonus of 500 gold. So I could, if I could turn that in and get a higher, you know, bounty hunter rank. But basically, here, the reason it's called Angles is because it's like ancient England, by the way. Okay. So I think Scotland's underwater for some reason. Not quite sure about that. It's not. That's not right. But yeah. So we've seen the forests. The mountains are just like the forests, just snowy. But there are also dungeons. So we were just making a crazy thing that we were having fun with, right? And we did everything from scratch. Right, so we got to sneak around and, like, get the loot. Uh-oh. I can hear them. I can hear them coming. Uh-oh. Okay. Where's he going? Weird. Oof. Oh no. My God, it's dark in here. And so, you know, you get to a point with it and you're like, I'm about to die or whatever. So, P, return home. That's all it has. It's just got an instant, you know, because we were still early on in development, right? So it's not hard. It's a very casual game. We were still trying to figure all of the bits, all the moving parts, you know. But as I said, it ran out of. We didn't have the textures for the enemies, so we couldn't complete the progression in the story. So what I want to do is just come in here and essentially just make more textures. Okay, so I can upgrade. So I have skill points. Let's see, 500. I don't think I've got any XP. Yeah, XP needed. The Great Yobbly. Yeah. Okay, so how can we reverse engineer this and actually use this with, you know, I want to create stuff for this game with Comfy. Look, we've got one tree, guys. We have one tree. Now, you could say that that's like, oh, well, you know, it's good to have one of the same thing because it's easy for the graphics card. Come on, man, it's 2025. You're talking about pixels, sprites. Okay? So, as I say, that would be one of the first things I would want to do. I would want to do image to image on the tree and make like 20 more. And then have the blueprint randomly choose one so that it's got, you know, more variety, right? Same with the bushes. Maybe same with the fences. You know, so it's... Yeah. Alright. So this is the sort of thing I'm thinking. Because I've literally got like, there's a tree stump and there's a tree, and I think that's it. I think there's literally just one tree in the game. We've got more gravestone designs than we have trees. So that's one. The second thing, of course, is the actual characters themselves. So the characters themselves, and look how simple they are, right? It's literally like 3 frames of animation. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Flux Redux to keep the same style. Yeah. I also know that there's ways of breaking it. You can break it so that it pixelates as well. There's... Yeah. Yes. So, you know, if we're doing this, how do we do this? Let me show you. So we go to textures, right? Let's make this bigger. Once upon a time, our dude looked like that. Okay. So then what we do is we find the materials. So that's the material for the grass. So the grass material is shocking. It looks like sponge. Okay? I don't even know what that is. I mean, I guess it's... Okay, it's grass. But you know what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, it'd be possible to give all of these textures a big spruce up. So, grass. So that's the grass texture. But that's a bit of grass that's sticking up, though. So that's not the grass I'm looking for. This is the one I'm looking for. So let me show you how this works. You may have seen this before, but we'll look at it for the benefit of everybody. It's actually a lot easier than everyone makes out. That's the material, okay? And what it's doing is it's taking a base color, a roughness, and a normal, okay? And the funny thing about it is that we're not actually doing... Look what we're doing. We're faking a normal with math. You know how everyone complains about AI? They don't know the half of it, mate. When you actually look in the code for stuff, a lot of the time we're using script to fake it. We're already, do you know what I mean? We're already doing that. You see? I hope that you can see what I'm saying. So right here we're doing a texture. So this is the texture, right? That's a texture there. Okay. So we've got our texture coordinate at 0.5, 0.5. We do add A to B. I'm not going to... Because if you don't know what any of this is, it's like a little bit unfair, right? To expect you to know, just know what it is. But all you need to know is that it's doing math to calculate the normal and the roughness. Okay. So when people say, oh, you need all these assets, nope, it's running off of one texture called grass daisies. Okay, and if we click this button, it'll take me to it. Where is it? Oi, 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 get back over there. Right. There. It's being silly and not docking. Right. So where is it? There's grass daisies normal. Grass daisies roughness. Oh. I'm wrong. Looks like I did bake them. But the point is you can use math to do it. That's what I was trying to point out. So what's this? Grass daisies matte. Yeah, there we go. Hang on a minute. That's identical. But different. It's got 1 and 0.5 there. Okay. So by changing that, it changed the look. So green daisies. Green daisies are computed MIPS. Anyway. Back. So yeah, green daisies. The reason it looks... Yeah. No, don't change it. So, like I said, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be pulling these out of here. Where are we? Textures. And then I could go into textures, structures. And then we have... there it is. That's the file, dude. Oh my god. It's 32 by 32. Yeah. And there is a reason it's so small as well. It's because if you're doing pixel game, everything's got to be on that same pixel scale. Otherwise it looks weird, right? It's called Texel. Hello, Clayton. What am I working on tonight? A game I never finished, which I'm reverse engineering and finishing with AI. That's the plan anyway. You know, it's a fun little game we made a couple of years, like 5 years ago now. Never finished it. It's just a cute little pixel game. I wonder if it'll let me... I wonder if it will let me fish. I don't remember how. How does fish? Pike, sword, bow. Oh! You do it with the bow! And you have unlimited... I remember now! So basically you do it with the bow and you got unlimited fish. Oh crap. What? He's not even... Oh no! No! Can I use the pike maybe? Nah, just right to the edge. They're too far away. Because I think you're supposed to shoot them with... I don't know. I swear there was a fishing rod. Is it F? No? 5? I don't even remember. See, torch on. There's a way to turn your torch on with G. I didn't even remember that. I wonder if the fisherman can tell me how to fish. No. It just says you get paid for fishing. Shit. Alright. So anyway, yeah, this is just a bit of fun. Because this is like an old project that never got finished. And the way I see it is that everything's already kind of set up. So what we can do is we can just come in here and we can just, you know, add more textures using, using AI to finish the game, basically. Oh yeah, look, south, press E, travel south. I forgot about this. So it's got an infinite procedural world. You know, there's not much to it because it needs graphics, right? Here, let's have a little explore here. I think I need my sword because it's going to be dangerous. There's a time cycle, there's a season, there's weather. Oh, oh, got him. Oh shit, he got me. And also the weirdest weird. He's run away. He's scared. So basically the whoa. So the attack system works like anything that's in range of the swing gets hit, basically. And I wanted more gore for my pixel art. Pixel blood. And this, like I said, we built this in 2018, 2019, somewhere around that sort of time. Oh, there's a thing there. Oh, crap. They're on me. Oh, crap. They jumped me. Oh, what? Okay, I'm just playing my game now. That's all that's happening, right? Well, okay, let's try and get away from him. You do have this sort of like bullet time dodge evasion ability, which takes up magic or whatever. So if we want, we can just tear out of there. Oh, oh, oh. Whoa, they were tough. See, the damage was split between the three of them. Alright, let's see if I can still shoot. Yeah, we can. So, it's like point and click, but you run out of ammo if you don't go and get the arrows back. Oh, crap. And if you miss, you obviously can't get the arrow back. So, it kind of self-balances like that. Like, I've only got 11 arrows left. Oh, I missed. Shit, so I just lost. You don't get them back, basically. You have to buy them. Whoa! Shit. Let's get away. They've got behavior trees, so they will lose interest if they get, you know, if they follow you too far, they'll just go back to where they were hanging out. They want to stab me so much. Go on, go away. There's also random houses and stuff. And if you walk far enough in a direction, it will take you to different biomes, all that kind of stuff. Travel west. Travel west. And if you die, you wake up in the village with no gold, right? Oh, wow. Turn the torch off. It's complete darkness. So the whole idea was, you know, you're just some dude walking down a road at night and you're getting attacked by goblins. Oh, I found a house. Oh, shh. Oh, he wasn't moving. Okay, I think you get the idea, guys. That's pretty much what this game is. Yeah. I don't think they can come in here either, which is nice. And I can smash all this stuff up. You know, it's standard game stuff, right? But what I'm saying is this is like a canvas to improve upon by replacing. Because look, see the graphics? They're like 32 by 32. And these were hard, man. It was so hard back when we did all this. It was actually really hard because we wanted to make everything ourselves. We didn't want to just make, you know, look, we started off with white box in brick. And then we slowly got better and better. Like I think I made these ones in Photoshop, but it wasn't pixelated enough, you know? So, yeah. So we're at it's sort of like a point where, here, check out, yeah, look at this. So this is how it started with this figure. We developed it from here. I wasn't the artist. Somebody else did all of the pixel art. It was the Never Sunday. You sometimes see him in the chat. But yeah, these, like I said, it's not bad, okay? But I think that with AI we could do a lot better. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to export the textures, put them through image to image with a few prompts, and then we're going to sneak them back into the engine and see what needs to be done, okay? It might be just a case of like grayscaling it for the roughness and then putting it through a script to convert it to a normal, but I want to look at that because I know Comfy can do all that stuff too now, so. But yeah, it's relatively easy just to do this side of things without actually touching any of the code, so, you know, I don't really have to dive in and do anything crazy. All I have to do is change the textures. So I spoke to the guys that helped me work on this first time around, and they don't mind. Bottom line, they don't mind. So, yeah. Because like I said, we went, look at this, all these test assets, you know what I mean? And ultimately, most of the stuff in the game looks like this, which is actually really well made. That's really well made. And so, yeah, I'm looking at adding in new enemy types. So, let's see if we can find... No, that's the old player. That's an even older character. So here's the character that we currently have. And that's all of his animations for all of the different things. So like if I was to... Well, these are the images right here. Look, see? That's all it is. That's literally all it is. Okay? It's crazy when you think about it. He's 42 by 42. The tiled textures, yes. Well, do you know, it's funny actually. It's able, well, okay. If you have tiled images, it can do tiling with just a checkbox somewhere. There's just a checkbox, right? And you get to pick the X or the Y axis as well. Let's see, can we get the flip book of this guy? Yeah, look. What? He can walk down. And that's up, look up, and then walk up. So he never did that. So it looks like I've got complete animations for the bow. Hang on a sec, guys. I need to find out now. By the way, there's a free demo on Steam. If you want to play with this, you can just download it on Steam and mess around with it, okay? And you can expect updates if I get started with this thing. So when I've got the bow, can you... Yeah, oh! So when he has the bow, you can walk up and down. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. It's got a bias towards left and right. So if I'm going left and then I go up, it stays on up. But if I stop and go up, he actually changes to up. So that's like a state issue, that is. Look, see? I'm keeping him in walking sideways even though I changed direction. But if I stop and do it, he actually... They're all trying to talk to me. Who? Who? So dude. Oh, no way. Do you know what? That's annoying. So, like, he can move left and right, right? And he can move up and down as well. He has a front and a back with full animation. But if you... It's left and right takes priority, and then if you go up and down, like, oh, I guess we did that on purpose though, because it does make sense. If you want to do that, whoops, I'm wasting my stuff. Okay. It's fine actually. It just means, I mean, maybe it'd be, yeah, maybe you could I could probably change that. But like I said, I don't want to get into the weeds with the coding side of things. My focus is on updating all the graphics. Even if I get rid of everything I already have here, that's my goal. I probably won't get rid of everything because there's quite a lot that you can't see. There's quite a lot that you can't see here. Like every shop has a unique skinned character with a different voice, you know what I mean? And TTS could do the lines, and then they could say more stuff, because at the moment they don't have many lines. Because we had to record all, like, you know, it's like recording 20 lines for, you know, when it's just a dungeon game, guys. But I would like to make more enemy types. So, like, let's see, NPC. If I go into NPC, so these are the goblin captains, which we haven't seen any of yet because they're rarer. What else is there? No. Where's the rest of the NPC stuff? Gobcap, NPC info. Who's that? Oh, that's the old man from the tutorial. What? Oh, we had a trainer boss to practice fight with, but we never used him either. See what I mean? And then there's upgrades. So you've got, like, I bought the black swordsman, you know what I mean? Or I bought the knight with the hammer, you know what I mean? So, yeah. It's actually pretty funny. Hang on. Look at this guy. I think pixel art's got character, you see. Which is why we did it like this. Oh, yeah, and he's got a thunder hammer. Of course he has. Of course he has. So we were just having fun with it, basically. Looks like every time we've improved the artwork. Yeah. Yeah. Started off basic and it got better. See this? Okay. So that's the goblin captain, but that's not everything. Yeah, now we're talking. Okay, so let's have a look. So this is the normal goblin enemy, right? There he is. And he goes, eh, you know, pretty cool. And then you have Goblin 2, which looks the same, but he has a knife. See, this one doesn't have a knife, right? And then the second one, I don't know what, I think it's just an improvement. And then we got, oh yeah, the boss. This is the boss that never came out because we never finished it. But it's crazy. It lays eggs. And so it's funny, if you beat the first boss, the second boss appears and all the enemies in the game change to insects. And then the idea is that when you beat this boss, you get the next one, right? Look at this. He got an arrow and died. So it's really basic right now. I think we can do a lot better than this. And with all of the stuff that's going on, I could just literally film myself, use a prompt, transform myself into some character, and then pixelate the crap out of the frames. I reckon it'll work. We're getting there. I reckon we're so close because, you know, the dark... Look, this is the actual spreadsheet, okay? If you've ever seen a spreadsheet before, you'll feel a warm nostalgia. Okay. But yeah, essentially it's walk up, walk down, walk right, walk left, idle up, idle down, idle right, idle left. That's it. Yeah? If we zoom right in on him, you can see the insect royal guard. You know what I mean? It's really quite charming, but let's have a look at the next. Oh yeah, and the next boss was going to be slime. So we had like the red slime boss. He's the king of the slimes, you know. Do you know, it's really funny. We did this like so long ago, and it's funny how everything is like kind of still relevant. So let's have a look. Have we got a walking forwards animation I can show you? Yeah. Here he comes with a sword. Yeah. I want to show you the original boss though. Look, we've even got... Here we go. Here's the slime people. Slime people. Slime people. And here we go. We've got the slightly more powerful slime people. But no, I wanted to show you the goblins, because this was the fun. This was the most fun we actually had. This was the most fun. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. This is the first boss from the demo. You get to fight this guy. He's being carried around by 2 goblins and he's just burping. I love it. It's so much fun. This is what I mean. Creating things, no matter how arduous the task, the reward, it's always worth it. Okay? It's always worth it. What's going on here? Oh, right, yeah. Sprite 1, Sprite 2, Sprite 3. I don't look. I feel like I want to show you the because that's just how he moves. That's how he stands idle. And here's Goblin King 2. This is how he walks. This is how he walks. Look at this. It's even better. It's even better. I know it looks the same, but it's not. When you look at it on the screen, he's got more frames. He's drawn better. He's got like teeth. Oh, Never Sunday did such a great job with this. And the thing is that when you kill him, look. Hang on, can I just show you the animation? Oh, here. So, the goblins that are carrying him die first. Right? And then he like burps really violently. His crown pops off and then he explodes. Burp. It's just so much fun. You can just do whatever you want. You know? You can just do whatever you want. What's this? Goblin movement. And there he's got an idle because we allowed it to have a little bit of time before he explodes. You know what I mean? So it's like a staged process. It goes like this bit, then this bit, then this bit, then this bit. Look at all these sprites. And like I said, you really don't get paid a lot of money for this sort of thing. We did this for the love of it. So a lot of energy went into this. That's why I don't want to just get rid of all the pixel style, you know? I think it would be an interesting... Because it's easy to make textures for a video game, I think. Anyway. So, first thing I want to do is... I want to show an explorer. So these are all UAsset files. Okay? So you'd think, oh no, they've been encoded. And that's correct. But... if I get Gob King deaths, I can do asset action, export, and then it'll give me a target, because that's what that is. And the sprites were cut out, so you interpret the sprite sheet. So it's, yeah, so we can easily get the textures out and actually edit them. Obviously, I won't need to change these. These are fine. But yeah. Expanding the game. Finishing the game. So if I go into... here we go now. Right, let me just think about this. Enemy captain spawner. Enemy spawner. Game instance. I think if anything, it's probably going to be in there. Okay, so yeah, this is not too bad to look at. So enemy spawner. So this is fun. So when we start, the it runs it, you know, it starts the game, right? And it casts to my game instance, which is kind of like and it's very important actually, but it holds all the variables in between loading levels and stuff. Cast that to the game as the new character and gets a reference. And then player detection, so we've got a spawn trigger. Right. So player detected, spawn check. Player not detected, spawn check. Right, okay. So we're checking variables and giving the condition whether we can spawn or not, basically, right? And we also have a culling timer, because obviously you've got to cull the enemies that aren't on the screen. Otherwise the game will like chug. But it's okay, you can just spawn them again as soon as they're back on the screen, right? So we also have the spawner down the bottom on a timer, which is looping with a culling delay. So yeah, enemy spawn check. Is player detected? Yes. So then we do the culling timer. Is player detected? No. So then we start. Because they're always on the map. That's something which is fun. And then what do we got here? Spawn enemy to add. Spawn enemy and add to spawned act. So we actually, when we spawn an enemy, we track them in an array so that we can kill them later without needing to know where they are or anything. What else? Culling. Remove null pending killed actors from spawned actor array. So yeah, it's the same thing. We've just got a for each loop, and it's running on a it's iterating over the list, the spawned list. And then, like I said, la-di-do-do-do. Long story short, if it's over 1,000 from the player, it gets destroyed. Do you know what I mean? So obviously it has to be valid, blah blah blah, and it'll remove it from the thing. So it's pretty straightforward, do you know what I mean? Like the spawner, like when you think, oh, I don't know, maybe I'm being silly, I don't want to, anyway. And the way I did it was, the enemies are all the same, right? So the Goblin King is a boss, the Wasp King is a boss, the Slime King is a boss. So all that really is happening is there's always a boss, there's always enemies. But when you beat the first boss, it goes to level 2, and that level 2 number is what determines what the textures are and what the stats are and what the map is. You see what I mean? So, you know, it kind of all follows just from one integer. Right, so you know when you beat the boss, and a number goes up by 1, and then that means that now you get the new enemies, and if you beat enough of them, you get fragments which are leading to the location of the boss each time. So that's what's actually happening. I wonder if there's something else. I know what I could show you. So we want to look at the level blueprint. Okay. This is still very simple. All of the horrible stuff is in the player character. So again, we start the instance, we cast to the game, you know, instance. That's like it tracks all of the variables, you know, like what level you are, everything like that. If it's not in there, if you were to change level, it'd forget everything. So that's what that is. Time cycle update. So this is controlling the weather and the time of day and you know all that stuff. Weapons safety area, so you can't go killing people in the hometown. And then yeah, it's doing UI stuff as well. Let me see. So then we got, look, here's how we do the time of day, right? Here's a good example, right? Time cycle update, cast to the instance so it can track the variables. And then it says this is the get time cycle state, and it goes into an if branch, and he says, oh, what's the time state? Is it 0, 1 or 2? Because in the game there is daytime, sunset, which could also be sunrise, and then nighttime. You see what I mean? So, and the directional light changes, the shade changes, the intensity changes. So at night there is literally 0.1 on the light. That's why it's so dark. I think that's just about everything. Oh yeah, we're actually rotating the flashlight, so it actually does change the angle of the shadows. It actually does move the sun. Oh dear. So the stuff you can come up with is silly. Do you know what? For fun, let's see if we can find the player blueprint, because like I said, that's the one that's like, oh god, what is this? I don't even know if I'll find it here. I don't think it is in this folder. It should be, but it's not. It's probably in character. Character mode, move direction. Player character 7. No. Where did I put that? See, part of this session is mostly like me remembering where I put all my files. AI. No. What? Wait. No. Yeah, see, it's none of these. It's none of these. Where did I put that? Player. See, that's all textures. That's all meshes. Angles game instance, so that's tracking all of the variables. Ha, okay. I think that's... Yeah, I think I found the game. Here it is. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, look at this. Look at this award-winning... Okay, so just so you know, I'm not running the game on this thread, okay? This is a new game reset routine. So all it does is set all of the things for a new game, you know what I mean? But it's just really funny how I did it. It's like set. It's just all set. Set everything to nothing or, you know, default. Set. Look, you've even got a death age in this game. You play it in real time and you die at age 67. So don't get too attached to the character, I guess. No, it's fine. You can't. It's fine. So then look, boss 1 killed, boss 2 killed, boss 3 killed, boss 4. So you remember I was telling you, like, if you've killed the first boss, the rest of the game transforms into level 2. If you killed boss 2, the game transforms into level 3. Like, you know, all the textures changed, all the animations now have different skins. Their stats change as well to make it harder or then behave differently. It's all that sort of stuff. Okay. Class 0. Boss location. And yeah, you have to find the boss location by killing his captains. Yeah. Check if snowing or raining. What's this? Oh look, it's the save game. This is how you load a save game. So it just checks all of the variables from the save file. And then this is how you save the game. It's really funny when you actually look at how bad this is. You know, it's really funny to see it like this. Hey, what's this? Note. You don't need... Save game instance is already a save game blueprint. You don't need to cast a save game blueprint. Oh, well then. Okay. So that's enough spinning the wheels. I just wanted to sort of introduce you guys to this because I didn't really do I didn't do a good job. I think I gave myself like 5-10 minutes to explain the whole point of this project. And I didn't do a good job. So I hope... And to be honest, I needed to do this too, because I hadn't even poked around this for like 5-6 years. So I haven't even been in here. Ah, there's the thing I was looking for. No, wait, that's the AI. Well, I mean, that's still pretty interesting. So how does the AI work? It works like this. But I'm not showing you the behavior tree. I'm just showing you the code. And you can see why I like Comfy UI now, I guess. Pretty much the same thing. This is actually a little bit more programming heavy though, in my opinion. I think that Comfy UI actually makes it easier than this. There's a lot of math in this. Try doing trigonometry. Yeah, I don't even like maths. Right. So anyway, that is... Oh, check AI class. Idle up, idle down. So that's his movement. His gait. Oh, what's this? Health bar. Luke books. Luke. I don't know what that is, but it's disconnected. It's disconnected. Electrolab says, Goblin King is fun. What playful fantasy. Hell yeah. Emily Lamb says, this is a really cool idea. I'm glad I started watching the stream before you started on it. It's going to be fun watching you work through it. I hope so. Like I said, what I hope to do is use this as a bit of a showcase. Because, you know, I won't get into it, but there's a story behind why this game never got finished. There's multiple layers to it. You may have been here for that explanation before, so I'm not going to go on about it. But I think that the time is right. I think that the technology has got there. And I think that what we can do now is we can effectively just... Because what I've got to do, you saw it, we've got insect enemies, we've got slime enemies. I just need to, like, create those... That's the big priority. Enemies, enemy types. Because then the game's playable and it's worth progressing in it. At the moment, there's not much point. Because you beat the first boss and you get the second enemy types. But then it doesn't go any further than that. You know, and it's mostly because I think what I did to make it not broken is it just goes back to the first enemy type again. You know what I mean? Because it was placeholder, right? We used the first enemies as placeholder. So, but yeah, like I said, it's really cool. Everything's really simple and exposed and explained. So if I do need to come in here and change anything, it should be straightforward. I'm not going to pretend like I instantly understand everything I've done here, because I don't. And it might be that I might just rip some stuff out and do it again. But this is kind of like feature complete. We were just waiting for textures. And I think, well, what are we now? We're like this AI art studio. So what are we going to do? We're going to make a load of textures. So yeah, I think this is going to be a really cool project. And also, like I said before... If you go to Steam, you will find it. It's called Angles, just like the angle. Angles, right? And like I said, there is a... Where's the free demo? That free demo. Unless this is the full game and I bought it, but I'm sure there's a free demo. Yeah, download demo. How many games got demos? They should all have demos. And I would say, look, if you want to support me, yes, you can buy the game. But I wouldn't bother until we finish it, okay? Because we don't ask anyone for money. Look, last update was 4 years ago. Oh, we've got a solid plan. We only need to complete the art assets. Sound familiar? So yeah, anyway. So I'm going to say now, don't buy it. Yeah, don't buy it. If you want to support me, don't buy it. Buy it when it's finished, okay? Because I'm a good dev. All right. We are 10 minutes past 10 on the 3rd of March. It's been awesome. Thank you so much for each and every one of you for hanging out tonight. Like I say, we went into a different direction tonight, which was fun. I will point out before I sign off tonight, did you know that Claude 3.7 can write C++ nodes for Unreal? I'm going to leave that one hanging in the air as I give you good night and see you next time.